Welcome back to another Crypto Collision UK deep dive, and this time we're talking about one of the most practical and quietly ambitious projects in crypto right now, a team that's been building something genuinely useful while a lot of the market was busy chasing hype cycles and meme coins. That project is Zebec and its token ZBCN. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I first came across Zebec a couple of years ago, I thought, okay, streaming payments, that's a cool idea, but how big can this really get in the real world? And then I actually spent time digging into what they've built, and more importantly, what they're building right now in 2026. And I realized I was completely underestimating this project, as I'm sure many others are. In this video, I'll show you why. This isn't just another DeFi experiment. This is starting to look like real financial infrastructure that could genuinely change how money moves for normal people and companies. And the best part? It's built around one of the simplest but most powerful ideas in finance. What if your salary didn't arrive in one big chunk every 2 weeks, but instead flowed to you continuously by the second? Let's get into it properly. Think about how we get paid today. Most of us still receive our salary in one lump sum every 2 weeks or once a month. We then have to budget carefully, stretch it out, and hope nothing unexpected comes up before the next payday. But why? In a world where everything else moves instantly, messages, food delivery, rides, even money transfers between friends, why should your hard-earned salary still arrive on someone else's schedule? That's the core problem Zebec set out to solve, and it's more powerful than it first sounds. Zebec lets money stream in real time. Employers can pay salaries continuously by the second. Employees can access their earnings instantly instead of waiting for payday. It's called continuous settlement, or streaming money, and once you actually see it working, it feels almost obvious. It's not just about convenience. It's about fairness, better cash flow, and giving people real control over their own money without having to wait for someone else's payroll system to catch up. And in 2026, Zebec isn't stopping at streaming salaries. They're building something much bigger. Zebec has evolved into what they call the Zebec network, a full-stack financial infrastructure layer that now includes real-time payroll, a mobile-first super app, debit cards, and deep integrations with traditional finance rails. They've partnered with Notcher, the organization that governs the massive $85 trillion US ACH network, NatPay for FedNow integration, and Stellar for multi-chain payroll solutions. They've also launched the Zebec Instant Card, a non-custodial multi-chain card available in 138 countries that lets users spend crypto instantly in fiat, powered by Visa and Mastercard. We're talking about real enterprise adoption here, over 250 clients, more than $500 million in annual payroll volume processed, and serious traction with distributed workforces and Web3 companies that need proper treasury management tools. This is the part that gets me genuinely excited. Zebec started as a crypto-native tool, but they're now transitioning into a regulated, revenue-generating financial network that bridges traditional finance and crypto in a practical, compliant way. That transition is hard. Most projects never make it, but Zebec is actually executing on it. Now let's talk about ZBCN, because the token story has taken a really meaningful turn in 2026. Back in March 2026, Zebec completed its final scheduled token unlock. That means nearly 100% of the approximately 100 billion supply is now in circulation. No more future unlocks, no more dilution overhang from vesting schedules. Even more importantly, they've shifted to a fully deflationary model. A portion of the real revenue generated from payroll services, card transactions, super app usage, and partner contracts is now being used to buy back and burn ZBCN tokens on a regular basis. This is a big structural change. It means the token's long-term value is directly connected to actual product usage and real-world revenue, not just market speculation or hype. ZBCN is also used for governance, staking with historically attractive yields, and unlocking premium features inside the super app. The more real-world volume the platform processes, the more utility and demand there is for the token. It's one of the cleaner utility plus value accrual stories I've seen in the payments and payroll space. Looking ahead, Zebec's 2026 roadmap is focused on scaling real-world adoption even further. That includes continued expansion of the super app, more card features and reward tiers that are tied to staking, deeper enterprise integrations, and growth through their own Nautilus chain. A modular layer 3 built specifically for high-speed, low-cost payments. The long-term vision is clear: become the default infrastructure for continuous real-time value transfer, whether that's salaries, subscriptions, remittances, or treasury management for companies. In a world that's moving faster and faster, the idea of money that moves at the same speed as everything else just makes sense. Zebec is one of the few projects actually building the rails for that future, and doing it with real partnerships and real revenue instead of just promises. Of course, like any project in this space, there are risks. Execution on the super app, competition in the payment space, and the usual regulatory uncertainties around crypto all exist. But what stands out with Zebec is how focused and consistent they've been, shipping real products, forming real partnerships with traditional finance players, and steadily improving their tokenomics instead of just chasing short-term hype. That kind of steady long-term execution is rare in crypto, and it's worth paying attention to. If you're interested in getting some exposure, here are some of the main platforms where you can currently buy ZBCN: centralized exchanges, MXC, BitGet, Kraken, and Coinbase; spot trading, other options, Femex, and various other exchanges that list it with good liquidity. As always, do your own research on fees, security, and liquidity before buying anywhere. And remember, this is not financial advice. So there you have it, Zebec and ZBCN. A project that started with a beautifully simple idea, money that flows continuously instead of in big chunks, and has quietly evolved into serious financial infrastructure with real revenue, real partnerships, and now a much cleaner deflationary tokenomics model. If you believe that the future of money is real-time, seamless, and actually useful for normal people and real companies, then Zebec is one of those rare projects that's been building exactly that the whole time without making too much noise about it. Drop a water drop emoji in the comments if you're already using Zebec, holding ZBCN, or just love the idea of streaming money, and let me know what you want me to cover next. As always, do your own research. This is not financial advice, but if you're looking for infrastructure that solves real problems in a practical way, Zebec is worth keeping on your radar. Thank you for watching. Follow me over on X and TikTok. Also, our partner Collide at we_r_crypto are leaders in Web3 project insights, so be sure to give them a follow. I'll catch you in the next one. This is Crypto Collision UK. Stay curious, stay kind, and I'll see you soon. Peace.